Level 1. Rhythm.
Watch your back, girl, I'm gonna make it last. I give it to you right, girl, whenever you want. So come on, girl, let me take you to another world. You the one that I love, there ain't no other girl.
Die for you, cry for you. This is what I can't deny. Die for you, cry for you. Please don't say goodbye. Die for you, cry for you. This is what I can't deny. Die for you, cry for you. Please don't say goodbye.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Never say goodbye, I'ma die with you. I hate it when you sigh, cause I cry with you. See, I never say goodbye, I'ma die with you. I hate it when you sigh, cause I cry with you.
Say it. Say it. CCC Dig 4.
Woo!
Thank you, Torres. What's up, players? Your boy was busy fighting gorillas again, man. So I missed the party talking about the gorillas.
Well,
You know, I hate when I miss a party about monkeys.
oh man, listen, not only you missed the party about monkeys, but you missed the first opening of the vault. You know,
I know, I saw it. I saw it.
I know, but I wish you was there with us. So at
Yeah, I
that time.
do.
But
I
I
do.
understand you got family business to take care of. We all do. So I'm glad you're back.
Thank you, buddy. So, with that being said, man, let's go bananas and start the show right meow.
Yeah.
He always does.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the Saturn one, yeah.
Oh yeah. Dude, he had Resident Evil. He had Resident Evil on the Saturn. That game is will cost you a hefty penny, man. I'm telling you. I would love to get my hands on that game for sure. Thank you, Thomas, for that nicely done intro. How you doing, players? Hope you all had an awesome weekend. And what games have you guys played this weekend? Or
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. If it goes on Xbox or Switch, I'll check it out. PlayStation 5.
Taurus, they can't hear you. Hmm.
Oh no, they can't
They
hear.
can't hear
Huh.
you. You specifically.
Yeah. But 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 they can hear us, right, Tony? The both of us.
Oh, no. Can't hear us at all now. I'm looking at the chat. I'm
Oh
watching the
what?
chat.
Oh my god.
No, wait a second. It's gone again. Can't hear you guys. First they hear you, then they can't hear you. Why is it
Oh
jumping?
Yeah.
jeez.
See, it's jumping in and out. Why is it doing this? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Oh my gosh.
Oh jeez.
It was working just fine just freaking minutes ago, and now it's doing it again.
I just checked the feed and we're on a delay. I heard you and I heard Johnny, but I wasn't saying anything during it. What do you
Hmm.
say, Jack? Can you hear me right now?
Yeah. It just.
Yeah. So put a one in the chat if you can hear. If you can
Yeah. If you
hear,
can hear us.
put a one in the chat. Yes, but it's going in and out for all of you guys. So yeah, so it's telling me
What?
that it's going in and out.
Oh boy.
All right, time to kick YouTube in the nuts.
Ooh,
Yeah.
what the hell is this?
You know how
Trying
Charlie Brown goes to
to
kick the ball that Lucy's holding?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
It's,
kick it like that, except you don't miss and you get him square in the nuts.
yeah.
Mm.
Well, Peter Griffin hits. It was Lucy, right? Yeah, Lucy. I was holding the ball. Yeah.
No,
So
Yeah.
Lucy, yeah,
Peter Griffin
Lucy,
will come
Lucy.
and, yeah, Peter Griffin will come and hit Lucy and tell her to hold that ball and make sure Charlie Brown kicks it.
Yeah, I remember that. I was like, dude, he just
That's
hurt a
it.
little girl. What
Yeah.
a bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, she
Yeah.
kind of had it coming, but it shouldn't be a
She
42-year-old
did.
man.
Yeah. Should have happened to at least another kid or something. If it was
Should have been.
another kid that did that, then that's acceptable.
All right,
It would
can you
be
hear me?
the
Can
first
you hear
time.
me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear
Yeah.
me now? Because guys, are you, I mean, I can hear you. I'm actually
Huh?
going through my app and I think trying to kind of do what you call a testing. So trying to see why it's doing in and out thing. I don't know why. I don't know why, fellas. I wish I could come up with a pop up a solution.
Bread pizza. I saw that.
Okay, I'm hearing him. I'm hearing. Okay, now you can hear me.
Okay. But what
Okay,
about us?
it's a delay. It's
Can
a
you
weird.
hear me?
It's a weird delay.
Hear me okay?
You're talking, and I just heard you talk about pizza,
Oh,
and
Yeah.
hello.
Well, that's a delay. That's not good at all.
it's a weird delay.
Wow.
Yeah, we're on a delay. It's like maybe 3 seconds.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
okay. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Are
It's
you
a delay.
sure?
It's a no. It's a delay. It's a delay. It's a delay. Yeah. So it's not us.
I don't think. Well, we never had delays like this before. So
It's what's the algorithm? It's not us. It's the algorithm.
you
We
know what's
had
screwing
some.
us? You know
You had
what's
some in the
screwing us?
recording too.
Yeah, it's that. Well, don't forget. I'm not going to mention that popular podcast on Sunday nights. There's giving us trouble. They always give us trouble.
I can't. Okay.
They're taking up
Anyway,
our
the
bandwidth.
show must go on. The show must go on. Let's keep on rocking, man. Let's keep on rocking. All right.
All right.
So
Well, about this game, you already talked about. Are you still talking about it,
yes,
or
you know what? I might as well just keep on talking about it because it's freaking awesome, and I would really
all
want you
right?
guys to cut. There's a demo right now on Steam. It's obviously free. You can download it right now. Doesn't take up much memory, but you guys gotta try it out. See if I can actually pull up a little bit of footage so that way you can see for yourselves. Because it's really damn good, man.
I'm headed to Steam right now.
Yeah, it's called Asura the
What's it called?
it's Asura the Striker. It's freaking amazing. It's one of those. It's fast. It's like it's yes.
In Japanese. Okay.
hmm Is it worth your time? Yes. If you like arcade games and you want like arcade action, yes,
Oh
absolutely.
wow, that is Space Harrier like.
Yes, absolutely.
Like updated Space Harrier.
Update Space Harrier, get different characters, you get different power ups, you can change your weapons into different ways and stuff like that. And I forgot how many stages are actually in the game, but I want to download it. I'm going to purchase the full game. Right now it's discounted, so you can get it for like less than like $15.
Yeah, it's
Um,
$11.99.
yeah,
It's,
$11.99.
it looks kawaii.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. So
It's very kawaii.
hmm So yes, if you guys want to jump in
Ew.
and support this, indie developer, and you know how. Listen, we are Gaming Treble. We love them indies. So you guys,
Yeah, we do.
yes, sir. So go ahead, try it out. Tell them that we sent you. Support the devs.
I'm
Absolutely
downloading it already.
awesome.
The
Nice.
demo, I'm downloading it right now.
Yes. Okay, so I'm actually going to show off a little bit of footage so that way you guys can see for yourselves. Everybody in the chat, it's going to be, woo, it's beautiful. I love it. Oh. All right, here we go. It's going to pop up right now. Oh, man, let me tell you. When I actually show off games like this, it's definitely worth it. Let's see what else I can say. All right, so I'll show you the footage in a little bit. Do you have anything you want to talk about Johnny? Anything else that comes of interest?
Yeah, I just wanted to share. Yeah, the game I finished up the director's cut version of Yakuza Zero. So I'm done with that game. I got all the achievements for that, and so now I'm working on the Xbox Series X version of Yakuza Kiwami. So I'm trying to finish that and Kiwami 2, and then Kiwami 3 will be out on March 12th, I believe. Yeah, March 12th.
Wow.
And like I said on the last show that the demo there's gonna be a demo. They haven't announced the date yet for that, but once I find out the date for it, I'll let you guys know so you guys can check that out.
Nice.
So that's it. Yeah, and unfortunately, there's some news going on that the original Yakuza 3. I heard that you're not going to be able to purchase the original remaster anymore. So if you want to play that, you will have to buy the bundle, which is over $100. I think it's like over $100, which is not cool at all. Yeah, there's a news update on that though. So I think that's pretty shady though. I don't know why Sega's been doing this. They did the same thing with the original Yakuza 0. I guess they want everybody to play like the new ones and forget about the originals, which I think that's not good. Not good at all.
They're rewriting their own history.
That's
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one didn't exist, man. Just play this one. What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's
what it seems like. I have no idea what their plans are, but it sounds weird.
Yeah, exactly. That's like Capcom, like getting rid of the original Resident Evil games, and they just want you to play the remakes. Just think about that, which is not cool at all because there's so many differences on how the story goes, and people want to explore those. And I don't think you should take that away from people. So,
I really find it disheartening that companies will actually do that, because you have a lot of fans out there, who are interested in getting like a complete package, and now they're gonna just what? They just let it just get rid
yeah,
of it. That's
so that's yeah, exactly. They're telling you, oh, you want to play the original Resident Yakuza 3? Well, you're gonna have to buy all of it. You're gonna have to buy the bundle.
Oh,
Yeah.
corporate greed at its finest. Gotta love it.
Yeah, and a lot of people are not too happy about it on X right now. You will see a lot of comments, and people have been calling out RGG Studios and Sega on this. Yeah.
Hmm.
Calling
Hey
them a
Sad.
Tony,
bunch
how
of
do you
butt knockers.
feel?
So I'm sh-
Hard
so
knocker.
so I'm showing up a little bit of the footage of the Asura the Striker, so that way you kind of get an idea of what I was talking about. This
That is
has
wow.
full on. This is full on. Like if you're into it, if you're into Space Harrier,
Look at the reflection. Wow. Look at the graphics, dude.
it's crazy, man. This game looks. They put a lot of heart in this game, and
Yeah, they
I
did.
love it. I freaking love it. It's
Looks like
a
the
huge nod. It's a huge freaking nod to Space Harrier. And you know what? You know
Does
those.
look like Space Harrier.
You know these guys are like Sega heads. You know they look.
oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Look at that first boss, dude. That's Space Harrier.
That's Space
Yeah,
Harrier.
exactly. Yep.
That's like the same boss, dude.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's updated Space Harrier.
Mm-hmm.
Space Harrier 2 from the Genesis. It looks like that one.
There
Yeah.
you go.
You remember that one?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
I love
absolutely.
it.
It's very Space Harrier 2.
Yeah.
So yes, please support the devs, support amazing games like that. This is we're all about that, man. We are about that. So, yeah, that's what I've been. I've been like literally just keep on going back and forth in that game because everyone was like, "Oh, the demo's out." I was like, "Oh, the demo? Yeah, let me go check." Because I wanted to try to get some footage, and I was trying to get it to work, but the Elgato only works for outsourcing, not going in sourcing. So I had to kind of figure out if there's a way to record directly into the in the PC. But I think I should have a way to do it. I'll figure it out. But anyway, also I've been playing with my wife, playing this game called um, Glass. It's called Glass 2. It's a puzzle game. It's very odd
Okay.
because it's the pieces are not like typical puzzle pieces. Each shard of glass, actually has a different shape, and you really have to kind of manipulate it to figure out how to put it together. And she's like literally like almost done with the game, so just like about like 4 or 5 more stages left. Ridiculous.
She's kicking your ass, isn't she?
Yeah, she's always kicking my ass. What was that, honey? Oh, Glass Masquerade 2. My wife just corrected me just now.
See, just schooled you. She
Yes.
schooled you.
And she
Yes.
just goes you
She's,
again.
she's
Yeah.
a better player. She's a better
Nice.
player. in this
You know
game.
what? She's badass. She's
Three
badass.
strikes and you're out, Norris.
Yeah.
Three strikes and you're out.
You know what?
We found a better player in this one.
That's why I love it. That's why I love it, bro. So anyway,
Amazing. Yes, sir.
yeah, I love it to death. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been playing. Been trying to get myself into this other game that I actually wanted to really get my hands on. It was called Booze. It's called Booze and Bastards. And it's a top-down roguelike shooter that gives you power-ups by drinking certain types of drinks or booze. And you have different characters, and each one that you drink gives you a certain ability or whatever. And and it's a roguelike, so of course, as you go throughout the level, it gives you like another power up to get. So it goes on and on. I like games like that. I love games like that. So it's almost like becoming OP in a sense when you play. You're getting more power ups. I need more. I need shooters like that. I love shooters like that. It's freaking amazing. Um, but yeah, that's what I've been playing.
Okay.
You know. Um,
Tony, how about you? Nothing? Or are you?
I've been dabbling here and there. I've been screwing around in Pirate Yakuza. I'm trying to. You know
Okay.
what part of that, Johnny? I
Did you
beat it. I'm
finish
running
it?
around. I finished it a while ago. So
Okay.
I'm running around just on premium adventure, and I'm trying to what's it called? Get the rest of their crewmates from
Okay.
from giving the fortress to Camelot, and then who's that guy? I have to take pictures of some flashy pervert on some weird island. There's that
Oh,
mission
okay.
too,
Yeah, yeah.
and I can't get
Yeah.
it to 100%. There's those
Uh,
bastards are fast, dude.
they are fast. It's annoying. It's so annoying, man. I'm telling you, it's very annoying.
They are
You know.
weird, such weird people, and then they're like on hoverboards floating
Did
over
you
the
finish?
ocean.
I wanted to ask you. I wanted to ask you. Did you finish the pirate arena? Did you fight the Amon clan yet?
Oh yeah, I kicked all their asses, dude. It was like
Oh,
super
nice.
easy. Remember how OP I
Yeah,
was by the end of chapter one?
yeah, yeah. Because the Amon clans is like the most powerful clan in all the Yakuza games, though. So he's like the last, that one guy you fight after you do all the sub stories, but the guy with the sunglasses.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
S ranked him.
I like whooping his ass though, even though he cheats sometimes.
Yeah,
But
I S ranked him. S
yeah,
ranked his ass.
nice,
I got full
good,
S ranks across the entire Pirate Coliseum.
nice.
nice.
That's awesome.
This is the
Yeah,
Yakuza
that's,
I've completed the most and gotten the most achievements of. Like out of all of them, this is the one I've done the most in.
you know why?
I
Because it's so much fun. That's why.
Yeah, I wish it was longer, man. I wish it was
Yeah,
longer. I wish it was as
I
long as all
know.
the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, at least the sub stories and all the other stuff, it makes you want to do all of the activities though, because it's so much
Yeah,
fun.
I like the
You know,
cameo.
especially
I
with the
don't want to
cop.
spoil it. I don't want to spoil it in
Yeah,
case
oh
anyone
yeah,
hasn't played it.
we
But
talked about
the
that.
cameos at the ending.
Yes, yes. I saw it coming, to be honest with you. I bet you was happy that what's his name came back, right?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Japanese
Yep.
Batista.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Japanese Batista. But I bet it was so great kicking Samoa Joe's character's ass, Raymond, at the end. So
Yeah. Wow.
that
He
was a
was a
good
pain in
fight,
the
man.
ass, bro. That was epic though.
Yeah,
Epic.
that was a nice fight, man. That was a badass fight. Dude, I don't mind
Yeah.
seeing him again though. Samoa Joe's a badass.
He
You
don't
know,
sleep on
he's
him,
like,
man. He's a good actor. He's
oh, I
believable.
do.
He's
I
good.
never slept on that though. I
He needs
see,
to become an
dude.
actor or something.
Mm.
Well, dude, because I don't know if you heard though. I mean, he not only he lost the AEW title, but last night on Collision, he lost the trios titles. So yeah, he lost the trios titles because
He
he was a
might be
double
taking
champion.
time off soon then
I think that's what it is
for
because yeah,
movies.
he lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was holding the trios titles with Will Hobbs and Shibata. And they lost it to Heyman Page, Mike Bailey, and Kevin Knight last night on
Mhm.
Collision. So I think that's what it is. He's dropping those belts, and maybe he's going to get into some other projects.
Yeah, that always
So
happens. And so
yeah.
I'm playing that. I'm playing around in that, and then I've been back on Xenoverse One, just collecting Dragon Balls because I'm screwing around with more wishes.
Hmm.
But
Nice.
that's a 10-year-old game. Everybody knows it.
But
Hey, you
it's
gotta
still
tell
it's
me
still
something.
awesome
Yeah.
though. But it's still
Oh, I
awesome
love it.
though. It's still
Can't you
awesome.
tell?
Yeah.
Look, I'm on Kami's lookout. And I'm wearing a turtle hermit shirt.
People are still playing
Yeah.
People are still playing Xenoverse 2. Can you believe that?
Yeah,
Xenoverse
me
2
Oh
too.
yeah.
Me
is
included.
it's
Oh
freaking
yeah.
it's
It's the most fun it's done that I've
crazy.
seen people play.
How
Yeah.
it's like that game has so much of the systems. Hey, there he is, Daryl. What's going on, man? Oh man,
Daryl,
Hey,
yeah, Daryl's here.
big guy, big
Yeah,
league. What's
I'm
up,
like
man?
I'm saying to myself, I'm like, damn, this game has long legs, bro.
yeah,
You
it
know
does.
that and also the Kakarot. The Dragon Ball Z Kakarot.
You know, because
That's
Yeah.
they
supposed
keep on releasing new stuff, and
new,
it's
DLC
like
like
crack to me.
crazy. It's like crack.
Dragon Ball's crack to me. That's
Yeah.
crack.
See, yeah, but you want to know what's crazy? They're still gonna release more DLC characters for Dragon Ball Fighters. You know about that?
Yeah, I heard about that. I heard they're
Really?
getting back into it. I heard they're getting back in.
Yeah,
Bro, I might have to get back into
yeah,
Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Fighters. I'll have to get back into it.
Yeah.
yeah. They're still gonna release DLC characters for that game.
Yeah,
I wonder what kind of dramatic finishes they'll come up with.
Oh, dude.
Those
You never
dramatic
know.
finishes
Don't
are
stop.
epic.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Daryl's still playing. Dude, let's all play Xenoverse.
Yes.
Go for it.
Yeah, I think I still have it downloaded on my Xbox. I might have to,
Yeah, let's jump
get
on.
back
Let's get
into
some
that.
Xenoverse on. Let's shoot hand
You know
beams
what?
at people.
You know what game? You know what game though? But you know what game that actually was a shame? It could have got some legs. There was the one with there was a cross universe one that came out.
Oh, the Jump Force
The
one?
Jump Force, yes, Jump
Yeah,
Force.
I loved it. I loved it.
It had
Dude,
so
I like
much
the
freaking
fact that-
potential.
Yeah, it
Dude,
did.
I love the
It
fact
just
they
didn't
had
have support.
Kenshiro. Yeah, dude, I love the fact they had Kenshiro in that game.
Yes.
I played. He was part of my team.
Nice. And then they had Ryo from City Hunter.
The City
Mhm.
Hunter. Yep.
Used him too.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only
That was
thing I didn't like is that not every character had a voiceover, but the ones that actually did,
Yeah, the DLC one.
yeah. But some ones that did, they actually did have a nice little tie into the story, when you're playing, which is pretty cool.
Right.
It's just
The graphics were interesting.
Yeah.
Because the cloth looked real, but they were still anime.
Yeah.
But the textures were like super real, except for their skin and faces.
I think it had. Like, I actually like the fact you can build your own character. You're like your own character, and each person that you actually meet with, you can actually get their abilities and get their attacks and all that stuff. And of course, the two other ones that you can have as companions, you can swap out and everything during the battle. And the battles are pretty freaking awesome. I mean, there were some cool freaking moves you could do in the game. You knock them to the ground, knock them to the air, knock them to the background. It's freaking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't support it enough. And on top of that, the online gameplay, people found it to be a little wonky. It was like dropping in and out. There was
there was some problems with the online.
Yeah, and I think that's probably the reason why it didn't really last too long, because there was no there's no crossplay options. There was no
Jump Force was Street Fighter 6 before Street Fighter 6. That was Street Fighter 6's city mode. Jump Force.
Pretty much.
Oh yeah. Going all over the place. Yeah, playing those nice little mini games. That was so cool.
And
it's like $12 now.
And speaking of games that I've forgotten, obviously and everyone knows it. Anthem is actually no more. They shut down the server. They shut down the server this week ago. I knew that too. But I mean, but people were still playing it though. I mean, there was hundreds of players still playing.
Not that many. There's still hundreds, but it's not that many. It's not like the thousands.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
It was bound to happen.
You know what? I have several opinions about this particular game. It was EA's fault. It was EA's fault. I mean, they definitely. It wasn't the developer. It was EA. EA was trying to make something that it was not, and it just did not. It just didn't hold up at all. And when they showed it off, it was nothing like what they actually showed off when they first announced the game. Nothing like it at all. It was all fluff. They were trying to fix it as time went on, and it was too late. They already lost their player base. Like, for instance, like, you could be able to fly into certain areas, and you noticed that there was a weird delay, and there was rubber banding and all that stuff when you were playing. And also the weapons that you got were repeats all the time. Even when you beat the big bad bosses, you get the weak weapons. And they said, oh, well, you had to play the game over and over again. So they were forcing you to grind in the freaking game.
Right.
That's their fault. They fucked up.
Yep.
Why do you want to punish the players when you're developing a game?
And that's the reason why they lost their player base. People were complaining. They fixed it, kinda, And yeah, he knows. Yeah, Daryl and Dorian, they get it. They get it. Hey, what's up, Dorian? What's up, man? And see, potential games with potential. That game had potential. If it did it right, if they did the game right, I'm guarantee you the game would have took off. Because I mean, the mech suits and everything look pretty cool. If you had like certain upgrades you could probably do, whatever it is, or the epic battles that you actually had, and you got some freaking amazing weapons, yes, that would have been fantastic. Being able to go anywhere, having underwater battles and all that. Come on, man. It had potential. And they messed it up. They mucked it up with all the stupid decisions that they made. It's sad. Well, now it's no more. And even if you have the game, downloaded, the game does not work. You go on there, it will say servers are not operating. And that's the same thing that happened to another game. There's a mech game. Remember they actually brought a Gundam game? It was a multiplayer Gundam game, and it only lasted for like what, 2 months, and then they shut down the servers.
I tell you, these online only games, man. That's why I'm not usually. I don't get too excited about these online because you don't know what's the future for those games. They could be shut down at any time.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's why I don't get too hype on these games anymore.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! What a world!
EA is a pain in the ass because I remember that happened the first time I experienced something like that, where they shut down the server and I couldn't play anymore. It was EA MMA. I lost all my shit.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
All of it, my likeness, my stats, everything was gone.
That sucks.
Yeah,
I had a strategy guide for that game though, because I remember those times when you work at GameStop, once they penny out all the strategy guides, the EA MMA was one of them, so I ended up taking it. I think I still have it in the closet too.
So they still penny stuff out at GameStop, huh?
Nice.
Yeah, but not anymore though, because I know. Fortunately, this past week, the one GameStop over at the Palisades Mall shut down on last Thursday.
They pennied out themselves, dude.
Yep, they sure did. More and more stores are closing, fortunately. But we did talk about that the other day. So,
well, you know what? Corporate greed. It's all about corporate greed. They actually they were grasping on an idea. They were trying to ride a wave that they actually had no business being in. Because everyone wanted to be the Fortnite. Fortnite did this. It's all Fortnite's fault because think about this. I mean, I have nothing against Fortnite. It's a fun game. It is. But right now, it's gotten so big and so, I don't know. It's so commercial. It's really commercial. If you think about it, because they're getting everything.
Of course it is.
Did you see the list? Did you see the list of all the stuff that they're supposedly going to be adding into the freaking Fortnite?
You know what Fortnite is, dude? You know what Fortnite is? It's fun. If Funko Pop was a game.
Yo, they actually made it.
Fortnite is.
They made a pop. They made a Funko Pop game. They did. They made it.
Dude, you know what they're gonna add now? Yeah, but you know what they're gonna add now? I heard they're gonna add Ed and Eddie now. Listen, I love Ed and Eddie. It's my favorite cartoon. It's one of my favorite cartoons of all time. But it's not gonna get me to play Fortnite. I'm sorry, it's not.
Let's shoot the bad guys, Ed. Hey, Double D.
Hey, Double D.
Listen, I'd rather have an all-new Ed and Eddie game. Just them by themselves. Just make a brand new Ed and Eddie game, and I'll go and buy that. But I will not play Fortnite just to play with them. I'll go play the old game that was on Xbox.
I don't know. I kind of want to shoot people as Ed and Eddie. That would be hilarious.
Yeah. Well, I thought you was going to do the same thing with Call of Duty when they put Beavis and Butthead and they put Buzzcut and Todd in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they did put Buzzcut.
Yeah,
I might have to check it out now then.
Yeah, I'm not going to play. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it.
No. Listen, when,
Oh, but
when Johnny
if
says,
you want to play it, go ahead. I'm not telling you not to play it. If you want to go do it, play it, then go do it.
yeah, go
But
for it.
I'm not going to waste my time with that.
Mm,
I'd rather have a new game with them instead.
mm. Well, I mean, we actually, feel like, the industry is at this weird peak right now. It's at this weird peak right now because um, a lot of games, it's like they're they're trying to throw things at the wall right now and try to make it stick. And a lot of players out there are
That,
starting to notice patterns. Now they're starting to notice that things are starting to repeat and start to have similarities. And it's like, damn, it doesn't matter. No matter what game that I play, it's the same thing. And that's what people are starting to notice. I tell this all the time. I mean, Marvel Rivals. I mean, it was an amazing game, and well, to others' opinions, amazing game. Me personally, I mean, I like Marvel, but it's just not my cup. I just can't play it because Overwatch was the same thing. The grind. I don't like grinding in games too much, especially when it's repeating over and over and over again. It's just the same thing, same
yeah.
stages. If you know the strategy, you do the same thing, rinse and repeat. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, and it gets tiresome. You're like, God, do I have to do this again? Do I have to do this again? Really? Oh, build up your character, build up the levels, get the new skins. I'm like, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm done.
And some of those skins are not even worth it, too, if you think
Yeah,
about it.
that's the truth. It's the truth. I mean, it's just a skin. But some people just like collecting things. You know, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. If it's your cup of tea, if you want to get all the suits, if you want to get all the colors, if you want to get all the little trinkets for your guns, have at it, Haas. It's all you. Me personally, I like to be able to go into a game, enjoy it to its fullest, and then have that satisfying ending and say, okay, you know what? I think I accomplished something. Sit it down, move on to the next game. Because I just feel like when you extend it too long, that's when it starts to wear down on you, and then the interest just dies. And I just have that weird mentality. I mean, I guess I've been built on that. When I go to an arcade, right, pop in the quarter, I know what to expect. I'm playing the game. I want to get to the end. I want to get to the end with the least amount of credits. I just don't want to pop that quarter in again. I just wanted to
Right.
in the sweat, the adrenaline, the fun, the excitement. I want that. I miss that. I need that.
Right.
But certain games just don't attach. It's just, oh man, damn, the lull's too long. I can't do it.
Yeah.
You know.
You always have a good feeling when you beat like an arcade game with one credit, though.
Oh
So
yes. Oh, come on, Johnny. You
it's always
know.
a good.
That's boss tier.
Oh, dude,
It's
That's
oh
boss
boss.
man,
tier.
Yeah.
dude, let me tell you something. I'm beating the Punisher on one credit. That was something I didn't think I would ever do. But then once I did it, hey, I felt good about it. Feels good though when you beat an arcade game with one credit though. So
Absolutely. It's like you sit
yeah.
right there. Like I remember the first time beating Strider with one credit, and
Oh, dude,
Oh
I don't know
yeah.
how you.
people were standing around me. I was at the arcade. I missed. It's like I was in White. Well, I lived in White Plains at the time, and I was at this little
Mhm.
bodega, and the bodega actually had a couple arcade machines, and Strider had been in one of them.
That's a kick-ass
I could.
bodega.
Oh, that was
No, man, I wish I had a bodega like that. I'd be there
yeah.
every day.
Yeah, exactly. Because they had Final Fight, they had Street Fighter
Oh,
One, the
cool.
first Street Fighter One.
Oh,
I remember one time they actually had a game called Hydra. You remember Hydra from the Atari game, the Hydra
remember
with
how?
the
Yeah.
thing, where you had to get
Okay.
those and yeah, I love that freaking game. And then they had Road Blasters one time. They kept swapping out arcade machines like left and right. So I used to go to that little bodega like usually I don't know after school. Just kind of go around the corner and like, oh yeah, pop a couple quarters in, play the game.
Uh,
Strider. Strider, I don't know what it was, but I was in the zone. Like literally, I was in. I got the Ouroboros. I had I had my life bar was like high. I had the freaking the extra long slash and stuff like that, and I was going in on that freaking game. And then when I got to that final stage, the one where it was upside down, I don't know what it was, but something clicked. I said, "Listen, I am going to pass this freaking stage." And that part where the little I think there's those little guns that kind of pop out of nowhere. They keep on repeating, and I realized, and I'm thinking that if you actually only destroy one, and then you move on to the next screen, they won't appear again. And I was like, okay, strategy. So I did that. Killed one. When it flipped upside down, went over there, climbed on the thing, and I actually was waiting for those little I guess we call screws and stuff like that. They were coming up and down, and then I actually passed that part. And I was like, "Oh shit, I passed it! Yes!" And then from that point on, that's it. Had repeat all the little bosses and stuff like that. Then you got on the gigantic snake and stuff like that, and then you actually had that famous scene. Everybody remembers the scene. When he was talking, he said, "All sons of old gods die." I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh yes!" And I was like, "Yeah, baby!" Oh, then I finally finished the game, and I was like, and everybody was sitting right there. They're like, "Damn."
Yeah. Yeah, Master Mano can be a pain though, but you just have to stay on him. You just cannot give him any distance.
No distance at all. Yeah.
Stay close to him, keep slashing his ass. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I love that ending though. So, but
Oh, yeah.
but yeah, man, I love it. It's just that feeling of adrenaline.
Of course.
So and it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to repeat, but once you actually kind of get back into your zone, like for instance, finishing Ninja Gaiden and everything without dying.
Oh yeah.
Woo boy,
Which Ninja guy are we talking
we're talking
about?
about Ninja Gaiden. NES for the NES version. The arcade game was kind of easy. The arcade game was kind of easy with but
The hit detection was really bad in the arcade game.
it was really bad.
It's super bad.
I always love doing the neck throw though, and throwing it right into the telephone poles, and it breaks.
That's the only thing that connects. The punches and kicks do shit.
You got the neck throw all the way, baby. That's all you have to do. Just neck throw.
It's amazing.
Just cheap the entire game.
It's just a pleasure throwing them right into the telephone poles, and you hear that, it breaks, and I'm like, oh man,
yeah,
that's badass.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of one credit games, that's how I did Double Dragon. I cheaped them by throwing them elbows all day.
Just elbows. That's it.
Yeah, throw them bows.
Elbows all day.
I actually beat Double Dragon 2. Listen, I beat Double Dragon 2, The Revenge, on one credit though. But you know what's the hardest? The hardest part when you got to the shadow boss though, your clone, because once he goes underground, you have to make sure you jump up and you time your typhoon kick.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you don't do it, he's gonna go inside of you and he's gonna hit you and then do massive damage, and then you're gonna lose so much life. That part I hate.
I think it takes up 3 life bars in that thing if he does it. Every single time he actually hits you in that thing,
It'll take off 3 life bars if he gets you with that. Or sometimes if you're lucky, maybe he'll spare you and take out 1. But most of the time he'll take 3 and you're done. Yeah.
Yeah. Love the game. Yeah. The ending was kind of sad though. But
the ending was so depressing. That's why the NES version and the PC engine ending were better.
Yeah. You gotta show a picture of the ending screen of Double Dragon 2. It is the ugliest picture of all 3 characters.
Yeah, they're all
it doesn't even look like them.
Dude, that's why it's depressing.
Yeah, it is.
It's the ugliest photo.
It is. And I don't know if the other guys. You don't know who's supposed to be Billy and Jimmy. Then you have this one of them like this. Like, looking at her like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, or maybe that was Bimmy. Maybe that was Bimmy and Jimmy. We never know.
Yeah, that was Bimmy and Jimmy.
Maybe it was Bimmy and Jimmy.
Bimmy and Jammy.
Bimmy and Jammy. Holy crap!
Oh man!
All right, but anyway, enough of the shenanigans. We're having some fun. But let's give it love. We gotta get a little love to our sponsors, W. They are absolutely amazing. They are very, very supportive.
Yeah.
They're actually helping us out,
They
and
are.
of course, as you can tell, they actually do have this awesome little set here. Um, Frieren is an amazing show. Check it out on. It's actually available right now on Crunchyroll. And they have all the characters. And the new flavor, honeydew and white grape. And I want it. I want to try it, and I'm still waiting. But it should be coming soon, as they tell me. But it's actually one of the flavors that I'm going to. But me right now, if there's any flavor that I've actually tried, you've got to try the blood orange. That's Chainsaw Man one. The blood orange is amazing. It's that nice citrus flavor. It has all the natural flavors. Uses the coffee fruit extract that actually has that. It gives it that nice lift, but does not give you that crash. It is absolutely delicious. Vitamin C has the delicious B vitamins, B12, which is actually an essential for energy and also for awareness. And not only that, it has no dangerous chemicals in there. This is actually one of the drinks that I am 100% behind. You go ahead onto the W site, that's dubby.gg. Use our code TR3BLE. Use that code to get 10% off of all the drinks and, of course, all the accessories as well. Remember to keep on playing and to be better. So, now that we got past all that, let's get into the subject at hand. Who has tried VR headsets? Okay. Now, how long ago have you tried the VR headsets? I can just tell you it's been about a couple of years for myself.
Few years.
Yeah, a few years.
About a handful of years.
A handful of years. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't go back since then.
Yeah. I remember way back in the day, which is like we're talking about like the 90s. They had VR setup inside this mall, where you could actually be able to go inside this little circle, and they put this big headset on you, and you have the little wires and with the guns and all that stuff, and you could be able to play. It was like a mech game. It was in 3D. It was be a virtual reality. And oh yeah, he knows. He put that lawnmower man. Yeah,
That's me, dude. That's me.
I know that's you, man. I was just saying, you put that lawnmower man, dude. I remember lawnmower man. That's another whole other story. We'll get into that in a second. But it was a fun experience. It was different. It was like I didn't really feel dizzy because it was like blocky animation, of course, but it was so immersive. So you're looking around, you look around, and you could be able to shoot these missiles, and you see all the other mechs in the distance and stuff like that. It was so cool. It was like a one-off experience. And I kept on saying to myself, damn, I can't wait until you be able to have this kind of stuff at home. Okay. Fast forward 10 years. VR sets were starting to pop up, but they were so expensive, and it was so, they only had like one or two out there. Sony and I believe Apple and Meta, or well, at that time it was Facebook, but
Oculus.
Oculus,
Yeah.
Oculus,
It was
yes.
Oculus and Vive.
Oculus Vive, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
All these were starting to pop up, because it was still niche. It was still, like one of those one-offs. Number one, heavy headsets. They were exhausting. They made
Uncomfortable to wear.
Uncomfortable to wear, disorienting. Not that many games or software that's attractive to make you want to play. There's a lot of issues. So basically we could take this all the way back to like the 1960s, between the 1960s and the 1990s. They actually created these, developers at the time were actually went to universities and tech labs, and they were fooling around with this kind of stuff, this technology. I think they were using it, this virtual reality stuff, to be able to use it for science, use it for medicines, use it for all these things. They were actually going to use it for, like, basically for science and tech.
Mhm.
Um,
You know what's funny? I'm sorry to interrupt you. The last time I went to the eye doctor was a few months ago. You know what they had us do from now on when they test the patient's eyes? They have them wear this VR thing from now on, and they
really?
tell them, well, how could you see? Yeah,
Oh,
and I mean, I wore it for like maybe like 5 or 10 minutes, but I knew if I wore that thing for too long, it was gonna make me obnoxious because they want you like to point there, like you have the thing on, you gotta point there, because it's funny you mentioned about like for medical fields, so that's what it brought up the whole thing when I went to the eye doctor. But luckily, the whole exam wasn't all on the VR though. So you take it off, and then they do the whole old fashioned way. You put your chin there, and they look at your eyes and stuff like that. I'd rather just have it like that,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know. But sometimes because it was such a pain though, they said, "Oh, make sure this is on. This is," and like, "Okay, I have it on there." And it's not on proper, and it's like, ugh, I just want to take the thing and smash it. That's what I wanted to do. I'm telling you. So
Oh.
I figure I'd bring that to your attention and to
No,
everybody
no,
else.
I'm glad. You know what? I'm glad you brought that up and everything. But I'm glad because you have the experience, which is great. But this is what I'm saying, because let's just put it to make it real.
Sure, sure.
It was all about science, and also
Hmm.
used for medicine, and also for doctors and nurses to be using to actually in better their care for their patients and so on. That's what VR was mainly for. But of course, they actually kind of dabbled in the virtual reality set, because they felt that, oh well, we can actually be able to make it the immersive realism, and you'll be able to kind of turn around and see the whole entire environment, and you will feel immersed inside of the world, and you'll kind of be part of it in a sense. So that's when the modern VR wave just kind of started to roll in. Once again, you mentioned the Oculus. Oculus was founded in 2012. It was kickstarted. It was kickstarted. It was a Kickstarter that actually to bring it to fruition, because they didn't have the money for all of the R&D. And then when they finally did, they were able to make it out there. And I think they only did like 1,000 units or something like that. They only like sold
Yeah,
like
something like that.
something like it
I
was
believe.
weird.
Yeah,
It was like a low ball number, but it was low.
yeah.
They didn't make millions of it. And then of
No.
course HTC and Valve, between between 2015 2016, they actually delivered a PC VR. So you actually attach it to your PC, and it actually had more. It was a more powerful headset, and I think they were trying to make it more better tracking, and it was more the graphic what do you call it, fidelity was higher. It was better, um, and I guess it worked out great for those who could afford it. I think it was the starting price was something around the $700 $800 range or something like that. It was up there. It was crazy.
Mm.
And then, of course, Sony wanted to jump in. Sony is okay. Here's a funny thing about Sony. Sony likes to jump in last, because they want to follow. They want to see where all the mistakes are first, and then they say, "Oh, that's what they did. That's what they did. That's what they did. That's what they did wrong. Okay, we're not going to do all that. Let's do this." And then they'll come
Right,
out with their own version of it. And then, of course, they launched the PlayStation VR, which actually started in the PlayStation 4, obviously.
right.
And
I had
they,
high hopes for that.
yeah. Well, here's the thing: they were banking on their high their console market. They were banking on how many people actually
Yeah.
had the consoles. So they were thinking, oh well, if we have this many consoles out there in the wild, maybe we'll have the same success with the headset, and maybe we'll
Right.
have a 1-to-1 ratio. It wasn't the case. I think
No,
they only
not at
sold.
all.
I think they only sold like 500 the first year or something like that. It was some low ball number. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
it did not sell very well as they hoped it would be.
No, no. There was several reasons why. Because number one, it was tethered to the console. There's all these wires. These wires were all over the place. It was a mess. People tripping over it, stuff like that. You can't get that. You can't go that far away from the TV. And also it was more top heavy, stuff like that. So it hurts their head. I think that was the case with most of the headsets.
Yeah, that's a good way to get you a big
Dude, that's
headache or
right. They are
migraine.
heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, why would you want to have something heavy on your head though? When later on, the longer you put that thing on, is on your head, it's going to cause you headaches, and it's going to mess up with your what's the name of the like the muscles tissues on your head, and that's going to give you nausea, and it's going to get you it's going to give you sinuses and headaches, and then you're probably going to vomit.
Yeah. I've heard people actually having issues around their eyes, like you saw like these dark rings around the eyes because of all the pressure.
And the screen is this close to your face.
Yeah,
it's literally like 2 inches from your face.
Yeah,
that can't be good for your eyes.
No, it's not.
Exactly. And the thing is heavy as well on your head, though. So you're putting more pounds onto your head, and it's like by the time you take that thing out, your head's going to be pounding.
Yep.
Think about that.
And this is exactly what's going on. That's the problem. And then of course, Meta, which is actually Facebook, they actually said, we want to put in a bigger audience, because they were banking on their large Facebook audience. So they decided to create what you call the Meta Quest. So they came out with the Meta, or formerly known as Oculus. They bought the rights to Oculus, and they actually pushed billions of dollars into the technology to try to make it a smaller, lighter, more efficient headset that's available for it's untethered from from devices. So of course they created the Meta Quest. Meta Quest 2, which is actually the second version of the Meta, right? Which was affordable, was a standalone, so you just buy it. You don't have to worry about getting a PC. Is that all the technology was right there in the headset? Then they had the Meta Quest 3. Now the Meta Quest 3, they added like what you call a pass-through, so like mixed reality, so you could be able to see through the headset, so you can see your outside surroundings, which I actually like.
Yeah,
that's cool. I like that. So you're aware.
You want to see your surroundings, though. So instead of being just stuck in that head.
Yeah.
You know what? As a matter of fact, when you're done talking about this, you have to show that commercial, that Volkswagen.
Oh, I will.
You have to show them that commercial.
I will.
On that pass-through thing.
What's that?
On the pass-through thing that you're talking about, you can see through and see your actual surroundings outside of the VR helmet.
Yeah. Yes.
That actually opens up a lot more doors there, because you could play VR and AR games.
That's what their plan was.
That's what they were planning to do.
That's what they're planning to do. It didn't really work out, because remember, Microsoft actually owned the rights to a lot of the AR features, because they were the first one that actually implemented it.
That's why they couldn't do it.
And you know Facebook right now ain't too happy, ain't too friendly with Microsoft right now. So there's a lot.
Believe me,
there's a lot of.
And the thing is, if you want to use that, you have to have a Facebook account.
Yep, that's right. Yes, right. I forgot about
relevant.
that. Yeah,
I can't play anymore.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, so I can't play with that anymore, so that's useless to me.
Yep.
I want to play.
It sucks.
But even with the strong sales, VR still didn't break into mass market territory. It just didn't. So, of course, I did a little bit of digging, and I went through a lot of research, and I had to come up with a couple of things. and I want you to guys to give me some feedback on your opinions on these as well. So
Okay.
the key barriers that are identified by developers and analysts are several things. One, high cost of high-end headsets. Many devices exceeded $1,000. So Sony actually did get it into a nice price range around $600, $500, $600 range, which is actually more affordable. But of course, when it came to the software, there wasn't a lot of software that actually, warranted the purchase. It just didn't.
Yeah.
That was
There was an Iron Man. I remember they had an Iron Man game for that.
Yeah,
I do remember.
that sounds cool. I actually like the fact that you'd be able to be Iron Man or something like that, Batman.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But I think the horror games really sold. And name any influencer out there who did VR. What do they show off? A horror game, a close knit horror or suspense game. It's been proven time and time out that people go after. But there's also the limited content libraries, like I was mentioned before. So compared to traditional gaming, VR still lacks a deep catalog of must-play titles. There's only like a handful of titles out there that people actually want to play. And also,
Right.
think about the time frames that they actually play. 10 minutes, 15 minutes. That's not an experience. 15 minutes. Who wants it with?
No.
Dude, that's like bite size, man. 15 minutes of gameplay.
Yeah, exactly. You can't really experience a great experience. You can't have a great experience with the VR, especially when there's so many people out there that has problems wearing the VRs. And by the time it's like 15, 20 minutes, they start getting headaches, they start getting migraines, and their eyes they're seeing double visions, and people don't even want to play this thing anymore. They said that, why should I want to play a video game to have fun and to relax. I don't want to struggle with this thing, and then all of a sudden it's messing up my vision, or it's giving me headaches or vomiting.
Exactly. Motion, to your point, motion sickness and latency issues, which is another problem. Even the modern headsets, they struggle with comfort for long sessions. All the headsets have that same issue. They're having that big strap that goes across the head. It's the temporal lobes in your head and the thing, the pressure right there, sinus pressure on top of your nose over here, closeness to your eyes. There's like a plethora of issues. They have not got it right, and that is the reason why that I feel like that's like one of the biggest reasons why that people just don't get into VR. Not only that.
And here's the thing, though. My issue is that did they not test this? So, do they not have bring people in and tell them, okay, put this thing on. Okay, so how do you feel? Do they not test these things before they put it out to the public?
I bet you my bottom dollar they did, and I bet you there's only maybe one or two that actually had the same issues you did, and the rest of them didn't. So they said, oh, you know what? Okay, 2 out of 10 ain't bad. Let's ship it. That's probably exactly what happened. Come on, they are during their R&D and all their testing stage. That's exactly what happened. When you have yeah. When they get that, when the minority actually have the issue, but the majority does not, it ends up the majority ends up winning, and then they actually ship it. So that's exactly what happens. The same thing what happens with medicines. The same thing with medicines. If only 1 or 2 cases actually happened in the medicine, they had an allergic reaction and everybody else did not, what do? They pass it. They say, okay, you know what? 2 people, okay, that's no problem. Ship it. And it's exactly what happens.
Yeah. Came back a bit of the ass.
Oh, yeah, I bet. Indeed. And also, the uneven industry commitment. In other words, developers actually fear the VR. fear creating games for VR because they feel like they're going to lose or bleed money. They don't want to make those big, gigantic games or franchises for the VR headset because they're afraid it's not going to sell. So they're going to lose all that money. They're not going to get their return on their investment. It happens all the time, especially when it comes to that. Same thing with consoles, Why do you think that a lot of games didn't come out for the Xbox One? Why? Because the Xbox One's popularity was very, very low, and they felt, oh, we're going to lose our return on our investment and everything. We might as well ship it to the consoles that actually do. And that's exactly what happened. And it sucks, but it's true. So the same thing with the VR. They don't want to spend the money. They don't want to do it. They don't want to waste their time. So,
Yeah.
And also they fear that they're going to have that boom and bust cycle of the 1990s. You remember in the 1990s how many games came and went so quickly? A game just popped up like you go. Okay, read an old EGM game magazine. Go to any the old ones. We're talking about the 1990s.
Yeah.
Look at all the ads, look at all the games, and look at how many games actually came and went. You'll see all those games. It's like, wait a minute, I didn't even know this game even existed. Well, duh, because they only made but so many copies, and they probably sold none, and they probably took them off the shelves. And maybe if you're lucky, you might be able to find the copy.
Yeah.
But it's the truth. It's just, and it's sad.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. You want to know what's sad though? The developers who did that Batman Arkham Shadow game.
Oh.
That developers had their doors shut down. Because the game just out.
That's what I mean, man.
This is the problem. This is what they should have done. What they should have done is made that game for consoles and for VR. Like they did with the Resident Evil 7 and they did with the Resident Evil 8 Village and Resident Evil 4. So that way, if consoles cannot play VR, maybe because they suffered those conditions, at least they can sit down with their controller and still enjoy the game. And if they do want to play the VR, there's the option for it.
Yep.
So if they would have went that route, I think the company would still exist though. But now, was this VR? Nobody was interested in it. I mean, I heard it was a good game from other people, but they're not willing to spend that money just to get that set, just to play that one Batman game.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Tony.
Yeah.
Tony, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts?
Yeah.
A lot of stuff hurts VR. I actually enjoy it. I liked what I played. I do notice that there's no, like you said, there's no killer app. It needs a major franchise. It needs its own Halo or something like that. That's not existing. Long-term play is a problem, man. Like just because it messes your equilibrium, you can't play for longer than half an hour without a headache. They've got to figure out a way to get around that. And I think it's the latency that helps cause that nausea. I do have some crazy ideas for VR though, and we could be seeing it in the next few years. You know how Meta and Ray-Ban are doing that whole AR glasses thing?
Yes.
Hey, give it a few years. Give it a few years, you'll be able to do VR through those glasses. I'd say within the next 5.
That should be very interesting.
Which could change the entire landscape for VR.
Well, glasses could probably work though. Because glasses will be much easier. You slap them on and that's it. Instead of having this big old thing on your head. So.
Well, chips.
Well,
chips are starting to get smaller. I mean, obviously, we've been hearing that chips right now are starting to become expensive because of all these weird tariffs that's been happening. But the chip technology is getting very, very micro, small, tiny, very, very tiny. I've been seeing some things at the CES 2026. Holy cow, they'll just blow your freaking mind. I mean, and just the technology is just mind blowing. Seeing these tiny little chips that can be able to fit into certain items and actually have like you can roll a TV. You can literally roll a TV like a freaking towel or something like that and take it with you. I mean, that's are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. That's insane. you know, or better yet, walking around and wearing a jacket that actually that actually changes as you're walking. I mean, the technology exists. I mean, but I bet you the R&D was probably bonkersly ridiculous. So we're talking about like in the millions, not even the thousands. We're talking about the millions of dollars they actually invested in R&D just to get the technology to actually function, show it off, to get investors who to be interested to invest because they can't do it all themselves. These are like testing stages for all this stuff before this stage stuff even becomes mass market. And that's the reason why they show them off like that. They need an interest. And once they get the interest going, then it goes. So for instance, so the VR has that potential to be able to do like you said, Tony, have the have like thin glasses, like regular sunglasses, and you could put them on and play games, VR games like
That's where
that.
I'm going with that. You know why too? Because that would help alleviate some of those equilibrium problems that the helmet does,
Exactly.
which could
Exactly.
let people play longer and they can actually start writing games with a narrative to play. Something not just like menial tasks like shooting an arrow or punching zombies or something.
Yeah.
They could go deeper. So that could
Mhm.
open up a lot of doors. The technology's not there for what people would want out of VR yet.
No.
Yeah.
No. And it's I think that's probably the reason why the market is really slowed down. Like for instance,
Mhm.
I actually went to Target. They used to
That's
have
not
a
helping
whole.
it either.
I went to Target today. I was walking through, just take a look, taking a peek. I looked around. I did not see the Oculus anywhere. I didn't see the Oculus. I didn't see the Meta or whatever. I didn't see it. It wasn't even displayed. And I was like, dude, where the hell did it go? So I was searching for it. Dude, there was no display for the freaking Meta anywhere. They took it down. That's what I mean. That's crazy. And I said, oh man, my theories were actually real. They were exact. I think that's what's happening. The VR market right now is slowing down to almost a standstill, and I have a feeling that it's going to slowly disappear if they do not make any solid decisions to change or course correct to make it better. Because right now it's still niche, and no one's buying it.
Yeah.
So but of
Yeah.
course, when it comes down to one more thing, competing platforms. In other words, they're just the platforms. They're not cross play. They're not cross compatible. No one like if you have a VR set, it's not compatible with everything, and you have to make a choice. You go like, oh well, should I get it for this? Should I get the VR set for this? Should I get it for this? This game is actually on this one, but this game is actually on this one. Oh dang, I can't buy two. I don't want to buy three different freaking
Right.
VR headsets. It's ridiculous. No one has thousands of dollars like that to throw around for different headsets just to play a different game on each one. No one does. No one does. It's ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
stupid. So that's another problem. It's like buying another console. That's pretty much what it
Mhm.
is.
Yeah.
And now let's talk about the now. XR. This is what you were talking about, Tony. XR begins showing renewed life. Right now, Unity developers are actually creating. They said they've highlighted that XR adoption has been uneven due to cycles of hype and disappointment.
Mm.
But they said that pass through mixed reality, like I was telling you about glasses, is seen as the next major step. In other words, none of those dark room things. We're talking about actually being able to see through the glasses and actually, you can see you can see your surroundings, so you don't feel disoriented. So that's a major step. And then of course the analysts the industry analysts right now are saying that the standalone headsets and more accessible software are helping VR regain traction. But here's the thing: it's not making it's not picking up traction. That's the problem. So you have Apple, Google, Samsung, Meta, Sony. They're all doing stuff right now. They are right now invested in this new XR technology. But the ecosystem that they're working on right now, it still lacks a killer app. And right now, it's just not, the experiences need more mass adoption. It does. So that's the only problem. Right now, XR is stagnant. It's not going anywhere. VR, that everyone's been talking about, with all those problems, they feel like XR is going to be the solution. But right now, not a lot of companies are confident that it's going to make any major moves or traction right now. So what do you guys think about that?
Sorry, I thought you wanted to say something.
Oh no, go. You go ahead, Tony. I'm just still thinking.
Like,
Go ahead.
hold on. Let me back up. What are you talking about? What does XR mean?
I'm trying.
completely lost.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out. I think XR is supposed to be a cross adaptation. That's what that means. It's supposed to be cross between mixed reality. It's basically mixed reality. So it's like VR and AR. Remember I was talking about AR?
Yeah.
You know. So basically,
So
that's what
they're calling it XR now. That's
it's called XR
this is
now.
new.
Yes.
That's why I'm confused. I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, what's he talking about?
Yeah. Yeah. It's called XR. So
But
it's passed through mixed reality that Meta 3 was actually kind of dabbling with, but didn't really get much traction on.
Yeah, I see the big guys like Google, Samsung, Sony. They're getting into this. Well, it all comes down to having a killer app and a lightweight headset, so that you got to make player comfortable, or they're not going to want to play.
Right.
You got to make it fun for them, so it can't be something like a menial task that you just repeat over and over again. Yeah, that novelty dies down real quick. You need that killer app to get players to stick around and want to play. They got to figure that stuff out before they start messing around with XR and VR and experimenting with new technologies when you got no substance to base it off of. Yeah, you can do all this crazy cool stuff, but you got nothing to play off it. You know?
Yeah. If you don't have the software, then people are not gonna.
All style, no substance. Like I said, if the game could look amazing, but if I'm just shooting an arrow and doing nothing else, what's the point? I'm gonna get bored. I'm definitely not gonna buy the product if that's all you got to offer.
Yeah.
That's it. I'd rather just sit down with my controller. I don't have to worry about getting a headache or a migraine. At least I'll be able to enjoy the game. Because listen, when I play a game, I don't play a game to get a headache or a migraine. All right, I want to play a game and have fun with it. So these guys have to come up with a better technology for something for people, so they can be able to play VR. But then you got to have something added to it. Like you said, Tony, it can't be just about like shooting this and shooting that. It's like
it's just
you
repetitive.
got to have some. Exactly, it gets too repetitive. I said, yeah, I could do this with a regular game. Why should I do this with this thing and have this thing on?
It's like playing Space Invaders. It's like playing Space Invaders on an Alienware computer, like the most powerful computer, and you're playing like a really simple game.
Right.
Exactly.
They are moving up with some of the gameplay because I played a zombie game. I can't for the life of me remember the name, but with the controllers, you can actually feel yourself gripping the weapon, or if you're choking a zombie. I wish they'd expand on that. But again, I couldn't play after 30 minutes. I had to put it down. I would have played longer if they could alleviate the problem of me getting a headache.
Yeah, exactly. You guys sit down. You don't want to go through that.
Yeah, so, I was choking zombies, and then when they sneak up behind you, you got to turn around and shoot them. It's amazing. And you do get immersed. You feel like you're moving in slow motion, but you do get immersed.
Yeah,
and then after about 20 minutes or so, okay, I got to take a break.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah, but then again, the another thing but another thing that I really don't like about it is that, like I said, like to talk about spatial awareness. Now I'm going to show you a nice little commercial that actually talks about spatial awareness. That I think you guys are going to get a little laugh. It's actually a car commercial. So, but it does make
Oh
perfect
yeah,
sense. It does make perfect sense and everything.
yeah.
Exactly what I'm talking about. So
Oh man,
let's
this commercial. Yes,
yeah
just
let's
show
go.
it to the audience. I think you're
Yes,
gonna get a kick out of
yes. I'll show you right
this
now.
Volkswagen. Mm-hmm.
You guys are being silly.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not even sneaking around, dude. He's so immersed.
Yeah, he's just into it, and this chick is like, oh god, what did I?
Oh
What?
God! I
Yeah,
sorry. I can't get enough of that commercial. Listen, let me,
what a
bro,
dork.
bro.
What a
Seriously,
ruse.
I mean, you know, I mean, listen, I mean, that
What a
was like
ruse.
that was that was so freaking underhanded to what they did. But the fact still remains, he had no special awareness. He was so immersed into his game that he
Yeah, it
literally
was
get
that was pure.
he got jacked. Let's just okay. He got jacked.
That's on him,
Dude,
dude.
he screwed himself. I mean, come on. I'm like, dude. I mean, you
Oh
don't hear your
God.
chick like walking. You don't hear your chick like walking back and forth and taking all the furniture and taking it. And she had your desk. She took the lamp away as well. She took the last one thing. You might as well just take him off his whatever chair he was. He probably wouldn't even notice it. Oh,
Oh
what a
man.
dork.
Yeah, the only thing, yeah, and the last thing he heard was a slam
He
at the
sounded
door.
like Kevin.
Yeah.
He called him a
He was
dork.
like,
Oh my
well, I'm like, come on, man. And now this girl is probably going to enjoy the hot girl summer with his two girls. Like, he
god.
takes all his stuff. Oh man,
It's
that's tough.
it's sad. Oh, but anyway, but you see, but basically the point stands. You know, spatial awareness is a big thing, and on top of that,
It is.
I've been hearing stories that thing about people knocking into things. You know, accidentally
Oh yeah.
kicking their daughter or whatever when they're running by and
Taking it
stuff like
to
that.
what?
Yeah, yeah. No, seriously, like they were actually they're so immersed in the game, they were like when they were walking, the daughter was running by in their thing, and just got scared, and she literally kicked her legs out in their thing, and knocked their daughter into one of the furnitures and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh,
Oh,
bro.
bro.
I'm like,
Oh no.
that sucks,
Yeah,
But
no awareness, no, not secured. Oh man. Dude, let me tell you something though. Yeah, those VR headsets, man. When you're gonna play a game like that, though, you better make sure your door is locked, though, because somebody could just come in and they could just like take whatever they want. You won't even notice it, or maybe they'll take you out at one point,
yeah.
and you won't even notice it. So this is what
Oh.
that commercial you just showed just now just shows you that you have no awareness though of what's going on though. So yeah, like I said before, I guarantee you, I bet that girl, he probably would have probably took his chair, he probably wouldn't even notice it. He'll just be on his ass, and he wouldn't even know that his chair is gone.
Well, that's facts. That's straight up facts. That's straight up facts. Oh man. So, but but getting to the next point, we're gonna talk about why VR has why there's several core reasons that I kind of broke it down a little bit. We already talked about cost. We talked about comfort and motion sickness. We talked about content drought, setup friction, and also industry hesitation. But we need what we need to do is we need to talk about things they need to do right now, like the course of action that they need to take care of right now. We're gonna break it down, and we're gonna take the next basically 45 minutes to to break it down and give us our thoughts of what can literally or maybe even pointers to fix that this issue to make the mass adoption more comfortable and easy for players to be able to, get into it. Be even as a novelty, just to be something that you can actually play on occasions and actually feel confident that you actually made a good purchase. So what I did is I kind of came up with a couple of my thoughts. One, it needs a killer app. It does need a killer app. It needs something that actually says, "Damn, this game, you have to play it in VR. You can't play this game anywhere else. You have to play it in VR. It's not even a question. You have to play it in VR." Because basically every VR game that I've seen, you can play on a console. You can play on a regular screen. You can play with a controller. But you don't necessarily need a VR headset. You don't. So it needs that Mario 64. It needs that Halo. It needs that Fortnite. It needs something. Number one.
Yeah.
Number one.
Before I'm yeah, no, I want to. I'm sorry to interrupt you. My apologies, though. But I was looking something up because I did hear a rumor that they were going to do a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles VR game. It's supposed to come out from MetaQuest. It's called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Empire City. Empire City. And this is supposed to be a 4-player co-op game. It's for the MetaQuest, though. But all I saw was like an FMV, but I haven't seen any gameplay of it, though. But I mean, something like that. I need to see the gameplay of it, though. I need to see, like, does the Turtles play differently than all the other Turtles, or is it going to be the same thing? Because, I mean, to be honest with you, as the Teenage Mutant Turtle fanatic I am, ever since I was a little boy, I mean, I like to play something like that, but I have to get comfortable playing it. If I'm not comfortable playing it, I'm not going to play it at all. So that I just want to throw in. It says a 4-player. I mean, 4-player sounds pretty cool,
dude. But I mean, listen, a multiplayer VR game. I mean, there's not that many out there, but that's freaking amazing. Imagine being able to meet up with a couple of guys, with the VR headset, and you guys meet up in a virtual freaking world, like the Ninja Turtle. Dude, okay, you know what? I mean, potentially that sounds freaking amazing. Sounds good on paper, though. Because I mean
they just show the FMV though, but I need to see how the gameplay is, though.
He's very ambitious.
It does have potential.
Very, very
ambitious.
Very
ambitious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
that's what it's called. Yeah, it's supposed to come out for the MetaQuest. It's called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Empire City. That's the name of it. If anybody wants to look it up, there's a trailer for it.
Wow. Okay. You know what? Let me see if I can actually pop it up on the thing.
Okay, if you want to show it to the audience.
Yeah, I want to show it to the audience. Yeah, definitely. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Empire City?
Empire City.
Oh, Empire City. Okay.
Empire City, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, first they said Emperor. I said, no, it's Empire.
All right, so let me go ahead and pop that up.
I should have mentioned this game earlier, but I said, you know what, I gotta look this up while you was talking about your what your thoughts on how.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually going to show you the debut of this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Empire City gameplay, so you guys can see it right there. This a company called Contagion, I believe, that's actually made it. Let's go ahead and take a gander at this wonderful gameplay.
I've been chatting with our buddies in the chat.
All right, what are they saying?
Me and Dorian are trying to figure out what game it was that I was talking about, the zombie game, and it looks like we figured it out.
Okay. You found out the name of this?
Yeah, check out the chat. Our buddies are putting some bangers out there, man. Everybody's interactive. Love talking with you guys.
Cool.
Okay.
I can tell the person swinging does not know how to swing a sword. They're all like they're they're just flailing.
Mhm.
Bro.
But Johnny, you asked.
I got There's a Raphael.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Was it about the name of the game?
No, it was about VR. It was about VR. I think you asked a question about
Was it
about
about
Oh.
the?
I was watching Empire City.
All right. I mean,
I mean, it looks interesting,
it
but
has potential.
Maybe,
It has
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but okay. Here's some thoughts.
go ahead.
Okay,
Put 'em out.
number one. I mean, I noticed that everybody is separated. No one's together. That's one.
Right.
Two. How is the gameplay? Is it warping from place to place? You're not necessarily moving. By yourself. Is it on a track? Or are you actually literally moving yourself as you're going?
You're right. Good call. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
I need to see. Yeah, I need to see a full demonstration on how this game works.
right.
That's what I need to see.
So
Because to be honest with you, it looks good though, but it doesn't make me want to go and buy a system just to play this.
I think you move with a controller unless you have one of those running treadmills they have.
do you saw those right? I actually
Yeah.
find that kind of
Yeah.
interesting.
I'm very interested in that.
So,
Yeah, I need to see like a full demonstration of this.
Yo, Dorian brought up VR Cyberpunk. That would be nuts.
whoa! If they do
That would be nuts.
Okay.
That would be their seller. Make that.
If they make that, they have to do it right. They have to do it they have to do it like literally. But like,
of course they got.
In other words, that part where they actually put the parts in you, like they actually change the part, they got to do that part. They have to do that.
No,
I mean, it's gonna be creepy.
Yeah.
You're not taking out my eyeballs, dude.
Dude, that's gonna be freaking amazing.
No,
It'll be the full on experience.
They're not actually gonna pull your.
Listen, that's too much immersion for me, man.
Oh, can you imagine? You sitting right there.
Pull my arm off.
You sit right there, and you see them putting those parts inside you.
Yeah, no, I'm never going to do a Ripper Doc in that movie. In that game, I'm not going to the Ripper Docs.
Oh boy!
Stay away from the Ripper Doc.
You'll be like.
Yeah, I get that. You know what? I could cause some shenanigans with Jackie in VR. That would be badass.
You know what? I can dig it. You know what?
Poor Jackie, man. Jackie got screwed.
He did.
Poor dude.
Yeah, well.
Poor guy.
Yeah, wrong place, wrong time. What can I say? But other than that, though, I mean, it's potentially that would be a killer app. So, but going back to Ninja Turtles Empire City, I like where they're going with it. I need to see more. I don't know if that's something that's gonna make me run for the border and everything, and actually grab myself a Meta Quest just for the hell of it, because it's not, but that doesn't really count as a killer app. Although I love Ninja Turtles, I love Ninja Turtles. Oh, dude, you know what? I was teetering to saying, oh yes, I want it. And then I started the gameplay. I'm like, oh well, kind of.
I'll try it, but
yeah.
I'm not gonna throw my money at it.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
So
you gotta show me a full demonstration on how this stuff works.
Exactly.
The chat is giving Jackie a shout. Jackie was a real one. All right.
Yes. Just tracks.
Jackie was a real one.
Just straight up facts, man. Straight up.
That's my boy, man. I was sad, dude.
Yeah, but he was off so early though. He was off so freaking early in the game.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
No.
But anyways, other than that though.
All right, Jackie.
Getting back, exactly. Well, getting back to it and everything, we gotta think about three things that make the killer app. And number one, it can't be replicated on flat screens. In other words, you have to play it on VR. It has to be played on VR. You can't play it anywhere else.
Yeah.
Number two, it needs to drive cultural conversation. Why? I guess it's just it has to have something that kind of drives the personal being in the game. You know, something that kind of puts you into that motivation. If it doesn't motivate you, you're not gonna be worth. It's not worth playing.
So you mean something
Right.
relatable?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you want it, you want it, you gotta want to play as that character in this game.
Yes,
That's
you
what you
have
get.
to. Yes,
Okay.
exactly. You have to. You have to want to be that person. Like for instance, if I'm playing as I don't know Sam Fisher. If I'm playing as Sam, I want to be
It better feel like I'm playing
freaking
Sam Fisher.
Sam
Yeah,
Fisher.
exactly.
Goggles and
Mhm.
all.
Oh,
Right.
Yes,
you know what?
I
That's a
want
great
it.
idea, dude.
I want it. Just give me that in VR and make it an experience that you can't replicate on a freaking console. You have my money. You have it. You have my money. But if you don't, you know. But you know what? It's up to them. It's up to the guys at Ubisoft. Ubisoft, they hold the cards. You know, they have all the keys, and you know, MetaQuest has to have the technology. It has got to be on point. Then, of course, you have to justify buying the hardware for one experience. Like I told you before, you know, like it has to be the one or several. I don't know, because one game ain't enough. It needs to have at least 2 to maybe even 3 games that drive my
And it has
interest.
to be. I think the minimum has to be at least like 5.
5, yeah, okay, yeah. You know what? 5. I'll give you that. 5.
5. Yeah.
Five killer apps. 5 killer games. 5.
Yes.
You know, if you give me 5 and 5 experiences that I can keep on coming back to over and over again, you have my money. You have my money. But I haven't seen it yet.
Dude, imagine Hitman VR.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh.
That suspense feeling when you're
No,
hiding
no,
and
no,
everything.
Oh.
It would
no,
be
no, 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 no,
great.
no. Forget about 1847. You know what I would like to see a tense shoe game. I want to see a tense shoe
Ooh.
game.
Yeah, he got me.
Forget 1847 tense shoe. I like to see that.
Wow. That
Why
that
don't
would
have
be
both?
that
I
would
like 47.
that
Just
yeah.
have both.
Yeah, that would be
Okay.
that would be sick. Can you imagine that? Being able
Yeah.
to climb on the walls and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and then all of a sudden you
Climb on
come
the
down
walls. Yeah.
and do the
Yeah.
freaking
Take that. Yeah.
assassinations.
Yeah. Take them
Oh.
down, and then you sneak around, and then you can do so many takedowns. They do a takedown, like that.
Oh my
Or
God.
you can just go
Oh,
behind them.
they would have my
Like,
money. Oh my God, they would
dude,
have my
I
money.
would do.
Ah,
Unless if the device is comfortable and it's comfortable to wear, okay, I'll give it a shot for sure.
absolutely. Oh man. So, but number 2, what they need to do, they need to lower the gosh darn prices, and of course, like you mentioned
Yeah,
before, higher comfort. It has to be comfortable,
yeah,
lightweight. Doesn't hit any of the pressure points in your head. Makes you feel like you're wearing glasses, not a freaking helmet.
yes.
That's what I want. If you give me that,
Mm-hmm.
so like I said, lightweight head, all day comfort, not just like a 5 minute, 10 minutes, all day. It's like if you go doing a job, like you at a job and everything, you put on something and you're wearing it all day, and you want to be able to wear that thing all day and not think about it. I shouldn't have to
That's
think
right.
about having something on my face. I should be thinking about playing the game. That's what I want,
Exactly.
you
Yep.
know? So all day
The way
comfort.
you got to do it.
No motion sickness. It has to have
Right.
it has to have the less no flicker because flicker is what causes that motion sickness. No flicker, no warping, which I've noticed in some games have that warping effect of the thing when you're turning your head.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's so
Oh, yeah.
disorienting.
Yeah.
Because there's a lag. There's
Yeah.
still a lag.
There's still lag,
A
exactly.
very noticeable
Yeah.
lag, and that's what
Mhm.
causes motion sickness.
Yes.
That's right.
And once again, sub $300 entry points. Yes, it has to be $300 or lower. It has to be lower than the console cost. It has to be lower than the console cost. It cannot be even. It can't be above it. It has to be below console cost. You know what the cost of consoles right now already went up. $700, $800, $900.
I have zero confidence
No
that's
way.
gonna happen though.
No way.
I have zero
Yeah.
confidence.
Yeah. Well,
I don't think they'll ever reach that point. Maybe 10 years ago, sure, but not now. No way, dude.
Well,
Right.
hey, listen. You know what though?
I'd love it. I wish.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. You know what? I mean, that's
It's
like
a pipe dream. It's a pipe dream. That's all it is.
It's a pipe. Yeah, it's a pipe dream. But listen, I have to be real. No one's willing to spend pretty much the same cost as a console for a freaking VR headset, unless it's something that they have to have. It is, and right now they don't have anything that tells me that I should part with my $500 or half my freaking paycheck just to play this freaking game. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry, it ain't happening.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm like, they need to work it out. Somehow come up with a deal with the chip manufacturers or something. Or lower the cost of R&D development. Something's got to give. I'm pretty sure they can.
Yeah.
I mean, but then again, they can't make a cheap product. It can't be something that easily breaks. So the thing when you toss off your freaking headset and it cracks and the thing, the first notice of hitting the ground, you can't.
Oh, that's it. It's done. Yeah.
No. I mean,
it goes your money.
Yeah. So you got to find that balance. It's just between quality, comfort, and affordability. They need to have those things. The trifecta. If they don't, MetaQuest was actually very, very close. MetaQuest 2, so damn close. Because I mean, the comfort was there, and it was almost there. It was, but the thing is, there was nothing. The standard was not consistent. That means when the MetaQuest 3 came out, they changed the design again, and it actually made the comfort worse. It's like they didn't learn from the first time. It was like, oh, they made it better in the second one, and then they made it worse in the third one. It's almost like watching a sequel. Like, the second sequel was fantastic. Like, okay, here's a good example. Terminator 1, loved the movie. It was niche, but you didn't know the Terminator 2 came out. Terminator 2 came out. It was mind-blowing. Freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Then Terminator 3 came out. You're like, what the f*** is this?
Yeah.
That's
I could say that.
Terminator 3? Don't get me started on that one.
Oh.
I could say the same thing
Dumbest
about
ending.
the X-Men. Yeah, I could say the same thing about the X-Men movies. X-Men 1 was good, though. X-Men 2, phenomenal. X-Men 3,
Yeah.
Oh, where they almost killed the whole Deadpool story.
Oh my God! Yeah, that's hilarious.
Oh wait, no, that was Wolverine.
That was Wolverine.
that was X-Men. I'm talking about X-Men 3. They mixed in the Dark Phoenix saga with the Mutant Wars and with the Cure, though. You can't mix three major stories into one movie, or it's a complete mess. And that's what they did.
Man of Steel? No, not Man of Steel. The other.
Batman vs Superman.
No, it was a Justice League movie. When they squashed the whole Doomsday arc into half a movie.
Oh no, that's Batman vs Superman. Batman vs Superman.
Batman vs Superman. They introduced Wonder Woman there. They should have just stuck with one story.
Yeah.
You cannot put three stories into one movie. It does not work.
You kill it when you condense the story like that. So much stuff gets left out.
Yeah, X-Men 2 was perfect because it was good because you had the good mutants and the bad mutants teaming up, to stop William Stryker from destroying all mutants. They had a purpose. That's what made it good. It was more action.
Mm-hmm.
So.
MetaQuest 3S is at 300 point. I stand corrected.
All right, there you go. See, there you go.
The 3S, the 3S is at 300 on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
The regular, the standard one is 600. Is double the.
Yeah, so I mean, I would say that the MetaQuest 3S is actually more lower powered version of it. It's not as it's a downgrade. Yeah, it's a pure downgrade. Absolutely. So that's the reason why the price point is so low. So like I said, it's a balance. You have to find, it's got to be good quality, comfort, and price point has to be just right there, But I don't know if that's ever going to happen. Chip technology right now is starting to become very, very expensive, and raising prices of games consoles that are already out, that's been out for freaking 5 years. How do you do? I still
We
can't.
discussed that so many
Oh,
times, and it's
uh,
mind-boggling. It is so mind-boggling that they did this. I have never thought in my lifetime we would see a current console that raised the prices up. It's supposed to bring the prices down.
I don't know. They really can't figure out.
That's just mind-boggling.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So right now, mixed reality should be the default. That means that should be the ground floor. Mixed reality should be the ground floor. Should be the standard. That means you should be able to wear the wear the headset, right, and have a choice. You could be able to put the blinders on, right, so you could be able to play in the immersive, or have it so you could be able to see your whole entire environment. So you have the choice.
right.
If they can do that, developers increasingly see pass-through MR or a mixed reality as a bridge to mainstream adoption. So right now, people need to trust the tech more when they can still see their real environment. And that's like the point I'm putting out right now. People need to be able to be aware, spatial awareness. They need to be able to see around them. I guess there's something about the VR that makes them feel enclosed. It's suffocating. It's almost like claustrophobic. It really does. And that's the reason why disorientation and all that stuff actually happens. And people just can't seem to get used to it. Only a rare few players out there actually enjoy and praise VR like no tomorrow. Oh, you guys gotta try it. Oh, you shouldn't knock it until you try it. Dude, I tried it, and trust me,
We all
it
tried
was
it.
it was a fun experience for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, the 5 minute point, bro, I don't know what it was, but it just you know how the world feels like it's tilted, like literally like
Yeah.
you're in a pinball machine. My
Yeah,
body,
it's like the world is shaking.
yeah, my body was starting to feel it. I was like, oh my god, whoa, wow,
Well,
nah,
I gotta lay
I
down.
gotta get out of this, man. No,
Yeah,
I can't play
I gotta
anymore.
lay down. I gotta take a nap because if I try to walk or anything, I'm gonna fall over.
Mm. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, I actually love the idea, but after playing it a couple of times, I'm sorry, it needs work. It needs something. And
Yeah.
I feel that they could be on track. They could be making the right decisions, but I don't know about the R&D. If the R&D, if they put enough money in R&D to make it work, make it happen. I don't know. They showed off a couple of things. Like I told you about the XR, they showed that off at CES 2026. So they had a few booths showing off for a couple of things. Um, so what they also do need though is also a broader content ecosystem. They need it. They need better productivity. They need social interaction, which is actually very very lacking. Fitness, fitness. You know what? The Tony, I guarantee you that because I know you're heavily into like working out and fitness and stuff like that. So is you, Johnny.
Mhm.
We fitness is actually big. It's a big thing. You've been seeing these new machines and stuff like that. They show off on TV where you actually have a virtual being
Yeah.
showing off whatever, and actually telling you about your fat levels and your levels and all that stuff, and working and what your workout regimen should be and all that. That's cool and all. Fitness, like being able to play certain games that actually, kind of encourage you to do more, that's huge, man. I
I
think they
could
should
see like
actually do
a
that.
like a punching. I could see like a boxing game or a punching game.
Yes,
I could see
dude.
like a 50 North Star VR game. I mean, they got the boxing game for the Switch. So I figure maybe they could do something with the VR one, and then they could teach you how to properly punch, and they could probably how to, move your hips. So that's where all the
Mm,
power comes in. So they could teach you how to really punch.
mm.
You know,
That's great. See, great ideas.
independence.
Boxing
What do you think
lessons.
about that? Yeah, what do you think about that, Tony?
I think we might be operating in outdated info because I'm looking at I'm live researching as we speak, and I found an awesome machine. It's called the Omni One. It comes with a vest, a treadmill, headset, peripherals, everything. It's
Oh,
$3,500. Its
Yeah,
library
see,
is
that's
very
the price
sparse.
point. The price point.
But
Oh
but
God.
hold on, let me finish. Let me
Okay,
finish.
okay, go
Okay,
It's
ahead.
the
go
same
ahead. Go
price
ahead.
as the Apple Vision Pro, which is just a pair of VR goggles.
Oh,
Apple's
oh,
charging you $3,500 for a VR headset. Omni One by Virtuix here, it's giving you all that setup, like basically a Player One setup, Ready Player One setup.
Hmm.
oh.
Now
Okay, hold
I'm
on a
looking
second.
at the library though. There's only like maybe like half a dozen games for it, but there's also an semi-extensive library of VR games on Steam. As I'm looking here, um,
Mm.
I got to get out of that part of Steam though because a lot of VR porn came up too. So we're not going to talk about those.
All
But
right,
there,
Hmm.
there,
hold on. Let me see.
there are like look VR titles right here, 7,426 right on Steam. Asymmetric VR, 166 games. Um, VR
Hmm.
hardware,
All right.
181,035
Okay.
games.
All right. I'm showing it off right now. They're showing.
Oh, the
They're showing.
Omni?
Yeah, the Omni One. I'm actually showing the
Yes,
video right now, and
yes,
it looks. Yeah. This is. As a matter of fact, I did see this several weeks ago, and I was
yes.
so interested because but then I saw the price point. They they actually have a VR arenas. You could be able to play like multiple multiplayer games and stuff. You could be able to
Yeah, it's like
run
Ready Player
and
One, dude.
yeah, like Ready Player One, exactly.
Literally.
Dude, it's freaking sick. But the price point is ridiculous,
And
though.
the
Yeah.
games aren't strong. The games aren't strong. Again,
Yeah,
they need a strong game.
yeah,
So seeing as the technology's there for, we pretty much can do that Ready Player One stuff right now. It's the games. They don't have any good games.
yeah.
Plus, I got to
Yeah.
give a shout to Omni because they don't say the G word. They call us players.
Yep. Thank
So
you.
so
Thank.
they're
Oh, thank
There you
you.
go. That's
Omni.
what
If
I'm
you're
talking
listening,
about.
please, we'd
Everybody's
love
saying
you to
the G
sponsor us.
word. Yeah.
Now they
I'll
have
be
their money.
happy
Now they have my money.
if Omni's watching. If Omni's watching, I will gladly, demonstrate this machine if you send me a sample.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I would love to try out this thing,
Yeah.
too.
I mean,
You know?
listen. I mean,
You see what I'm trying to do there, though,
yeah.
right?
Oh yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
just
Oh
want
yeah.
Omni to send me a free machine.
Right.
Yeah. Listen. If I could get an opportunity to try that thing out, I would definitely review it. I mean, I would love to review something like
Yeah.
that. Just to give it a shot.
Yeah.
Just to give it a shot because
Yeah.
that's looks freaking, and also it gives you a workout because you're actually moving. You're moving.
Exactly.
You know duck and it holds you
Yeah.
up and it holds you up so it keeps your balance so you're not falling over, which is so great. So you have the straps and have all that stuff, and you strap yourself in. You have the headset on. You have your two controllers in your hand, and you have those slipper shoes and the thing that actually helps you, do your movements. Oh my gosh.
hmm
Okay,
I gotta. Here's another thing. You know what attracted me to it? It's better than regular VR because VR, the ones I used to play, you'd still have to move. You'd still have to move forward with the controller, like your thumb, like you're playing a first-person shooter.
right,
Now you're
right.
just wearing a helmet on your head. This one, you
Mm.
actually get to move.
Mhm.
Imagine playing Call of Duty or Halo like that on
Oh
that
yeah, I was
machine.
just thinking
I
about
would
that,
have
man.
so much fun, dude.
Listen, imagine being the Master Chief. Imagine being Master Chief.
Oh,
Being
flipping
able
pigs
to,
in VR.
with the yeah, so you roll
That'd be
around,
amazing.
be the Master Chief. Yes, absolutely. Sierra 117. Oh yes, absolutely. Listen. Oh yeah. You have my money. You have my money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't
God.
see for that price point for all that. I was expecting like 10, 12 grand. When I saw 3,500, I was like, all right, all right. If it gets popular enough, it has bangers of games, and that price drops. You're gonna see that in households, man.
Oh, I'm very sure of it.
Someone just needs to develop a game, and someone's got to put it out there.
It needs mass.
They need.
It
Yeah.
needs mass. It needs mass adoption. It needs mass adoption.
Yeah.
It needs enough people. Needs enough eyes to be able to say, you know what, I justified the $3,500 to $3,500
Mhm.
to get this whole entire setup, playing it. If the quality is there, if the the longevity is there, all that
Well,
stuff.
55
Hell,
Vet made a good point. It could
what's
be
that?
great for physical therapy too.
Oh,
Check out our chat too.
yeah,
Our
absolutely.
buddies are putting out bangers, man.
Yeah, dude. Listen. Oh, that's right. He did. He did put that. Oh my.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
now.
Wow. Wow.
I'm watching.
Jeez.
I see you guys. I see you.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But I think thank you guys for joining us too, man. Oh man, I gotta give you guys a shout out and the thing. I love
Keep
you
our
guys.
friends entertained, man.
Absolutely. And of course, keep on hitting those like buttons, man. And also if you have anybody, share this video out. Go out there and share this video out. The more eyes on our show, the bigger our show becomes, the better. And also tell them to come subscribe, be a part of us. And also, if you're willing to become part of our Treble tribe, why don't you go ahead, and actually donate to our Patreon too. So that way we can actually do even more. And also, we will give you an honorary Treble tribe T-shirt just on us. So that way you guys should be able to wear it with pride. So definitely worth a shot. Listen, I love giveaways, and that shirt right there is fire. It's fire. So I'm looking forward to giving you guys that. You said my arms are. Oh yes,
That's me. That's me.
I know it's you. I'm reading it right now.
You know who I'm talking about too.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like he's like the villain on Venture. Oh my God, yeah, the one with the old door.
Yeah, he was just floating. His arms and legs were invisible.
Oh
What a
man.
dumb villain.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. But anyway, as you can see in my background, Ready Player One, that device right there, yes, it's just like this right here. Is it worth the investment? I don't know. Until I be able to get something like that in my household, I don't know. But it looks pretty fun. It looks like something I'm willing to spend money on too. So why not? Yeah, dude, if you can actually do a virtual reality game that's based off of Ready Player One, you could be able to go into social spaces and actually do like races and space battles and all that. You know what? I would be all in. I would be all
have a crazy idea.
in.
I have a crazy idea on how to
What's
get
that?
VR off the ground and make it popular.
Talk to me.
Put Fortnite on it. Watch them flock to that. Watch them flock.
Oh no.
That could get enough money put into VR.
No,
to
I
have
don't
that
think so.
that could be
I
the
gotta
banger.
disagree with that.
Oh, no.
I don't think so. I have to
Why?
disagree because I don't think there are many people would not. They'd rather just like have a controller or a keyboard or mouse to play.
Okay, well-
I gotta disagree with that. Sorry.
Have you talked to other people about VR, or have you followed any VR spaces? Because you might be wrong, dude. There might be people
No,
that want
I mean,
that stuff.
listen, I don't know that many people that actually are into VR though. I spoke to people about that,
Okay.
about VR. They're not really interested in it. So
Well, I'm not. I'm
Okay,
just
I mean,
trying
the
not to
numbers
project
show-
my preferences onto other players, thinking they'll like the
I
same
know.
thing. You know
no,
what I mean?
I mean, the numbers show. We talked about that. The numbers and VR hasn't really applied yet, and we were talking about the improvements on how it's a possibility that it can actually, skyrocket with it. They just got to have a good device on it.
Yeah,
to
you know
make
what?
sure
That's true. Johnny, you have a good point. I think both of you guys have a good point. I think if where the streets actually meet, if they could get a excellent headset and then get a killer app to kind of coincide with that headset, I have a feeling that right there will skyrocket the numbers like beyond who knows what. You know, but just putting out an app like willy nilly and stuff like that, that's not the way to go. I think that
Yeah.
Fortnite would be a killer app for a new device. Absolutely. If they get a device that's light and comfortable and actually works and has a
Right.
killer app like Fortnite, dude. Basically, right there, it would spit money. It would spit money out. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, you know,
If you're willing to invest in it, yeah. You
you
know.
know, that's a money grenade right there. Oh my God, it would blow up so bad. If they dropped a Pac-Man and Shinobi for VR, you guys would be, oh, you damn right it would. Pac-Man? Can you imagine me
No,
being the big Pac myself? You know, Num Num, absolutely, all day, getting chased by ghosts and stuff like that, getting power ups. Oh yes, yes indeed, I would do that. How about Cuber? You know, that would be another one. You know, being able to jump up and down the freaking cubes and stuff like that. Yeah, okay, that's a little far fetched. But you know what? I think that would be pretty cool though. Shinobi, you know what? I can see.
I mean,
I
I said
can see Shinobi.
I can see.
I can see
Well,
Shinobi.
Shinobi, I think what I think no, because I think Tenshu would work really well with it, especially the environment of it. Unless they're gonna translate Shinobi into like 3D. You know, I mean, there was like 2 3D Shinobi games
Now think about the mini
that
game.
went to
But think about the mini game. Remember the mini games in actually the first Shinobi, where you guys still shurikens and everything, like almost a shooting
Oh, those
gallery.
Hurricanes, yeah, that would be cool. Or in Shadow Dancer, you're shooting them up in the sky.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
Now
yeah,
you get it.
yeah.
See that would be cool in VR. So they jump in your face
That
and
would be
everything when
awesome.
you lose.
I wouldn't mind.
When they jump in your face when you lose, you're like, yeah, yeah, that would be cool. That would be awesome. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I mean, dude, I mean, the possibilities are endless, dude. Then of course you have education and creative tools. Education, okay. I really think that it's more of a library thing. I would consider that more of a not a classroom thing. I would consider it better as a library thing. Like if you go into the library and you actually go into a virtual library and be able to, kind of do things, that would be kind of cool. Classrooms, no. Okay, that feels like more like that feels like a dystopian future where everybody
we don't want that.
everyone in the classroom and everything wears VR
Yeah,
headsets.
exactly.
No,
And the way I wouldn't want to see
that's nightmare fuel. I can't see that.
No.
Not at all. So education, I feel like it's more of a library thing. Like you go into a library by yourself, kind of thing. That's cool. The classroom, no, absolutely
Yeah,
not.
no.
No.
You have to be there in person.
In person, right? Right there. Creative tools, okay, that I can see. Like being able to do certain artwork, virtually. So you actually be able to do a digital picture and stuff like that. That's kind of cool. I can see that, and use your environment and such. That would be cool. Or doing 3D sculptures with your hand. That would be cool. Can you imagine that? Oh, that would be amazing. I gotta split, fellas. Gotta wake up at 3:30. All right, yeah, thank you for joining us, man. You're always welcome, bro. I'm thank you for joining us. Absolutely.
Yeah, we're gonna be closing soon, so.
Indeed. Then of course, to start wrapping this up, we got to build stronger developer confidence. The companies need to be able to build the better tools to get the developers confident to make games for it. Because if they don't make good games for the VR, then it's not worth getting the VR in the first place. And right now, that's exactly what's happening. Yeah, granted, there are a few select games that they're making. They're popular games, but they're not must-haves. You can play those games right now, and that's a problem. So, and the immersion is not there. The comfort's not there. Everything's not there yet. So, right now they need long-term platform stability. They need clear monetization paths. In other words, they got to be transparent on how they actually go about making games and things that actually are worthwhile playing. You know, larger user bases, which means that, like I told you about, mass adoption. It need at least like at least a million plus. I'm sorry, that's a good round number. Million plus. They need to have that. 150,000, it ain't cutting it. 500,000,
Cool.
maybe. You know, 1 million, yeah, that's where you hit it. That's your point. And then of course, cross-platform engines and standards. In other words, every single VR set. That means one game can be available in 3 different sets, not just one. Because not everybody's gonna sit right there and say, "Oh, but I got this VR headset. It's so cool, but I can't play this game because it's on this one." Nah, sorry.
Or better yet, though, that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, Empire City. Like say, I have this on MetaQuest, but I can't play it with my other friends because they have other devices.
Yep. See, there you
So,
go. That's it.
There you go.
That's the problem. That's the problem. So basically, oh yes, 455 vet says we use VR in construction. Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
good example
I
for
didn't think of that, but
modeling.
I was like, it makes sense.
Yeah, for modeling and managing mechanical plumbing and electrical systems design, and use it to
Man, that sounds cool. You guys hiring?
verify clashes. Wow, very interesting, man.
Cool.
Wow,
I would love to do that kind of work, man.
That's
VR, but, well,
now that's cool. See.
how do you get into that? I'd love to get into that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Give me the
What kind of
details.
classes I'd have to take?
Yeah, give me the deets. That's something.
I'd
Wow.
love to know the details.
Holy cow, that's pretty cool. But the bottom line is, because we're about to close up our show, the bottom line is
Wow.
VR has not failed per se. It's just simply stuck between innovation and accessibility. The technology is powerful, but the ecosystem has yet been delivered for comfort, price, and content. The trifecta. It needs all 3. If you don't, it ain't going nowhere. And that's required for mass market dominance. So right now, the next leap, likely driven by mixed reality, like we mentioned before, mixed reality is going to lead the charge. I guarantee you, for the next wave. Cheaper hardware has to be cheaper. And truly killer app. It has to have an app that's worth it. And you have to have it. It can't be played anywhere else. It has to be played on VR or nowhere else. It has to. That's the only way that will determine whether VR becomes a cultural pillar or still remains in its stagnant stages as a niche frontier or platform. So, any final thoughts before we actually get rolling?
Yeah, buddy.
No, I said what I have to say about the VR, so I stand on what I say.
You know what? And you know what? In your opinion counts, as everyone does. And obviously I say that, my experience, yes, I had a couple of bad experiences, and I also had a couple of good experiences. But the world had not yet mended itself to tell me, hey, I need to spend the money on VR. It hasn't done it. I'm sorry. Okay, it hasn't done it.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's it for our show. Thank you to all the wonderful players out there who have joined us for this awesome show. If you have not done so, please hit that like button and also hit that subscribe button. And share this video amongst your peers. Hit that bell notification to let you know that we are going to be doing our next show. Also, be a part of our Treble tribe. I'll show you the most awesome shirts that you actually will get if you actually join us. It's absolutely amazing. Check it out. Look at that. Look at that vibe. Look at that tribe. Those shirts are absolutely amazing for both women and men. You get to wear that shirt proudly, be a part of the Treble tribe. Join us. Join our Patreon. I will show the Patreon little symbol above. Just use this QR code right here just use if you can use it with your phone. If you want to, go straight to the web page. Go ahead, choose any tier that you want to. Choose any tier that you want, and you will actually get that shirt. And you only get one shirt. That's it. You join once. Even if you go to the next tier, you only get one shirt. But that shirt right there, you get to wear proudly, and you will actually your name will be put onto our Treble Tribe wall of fame. So that way you can just show off to your friends and say, hey, you know what? I earned this shirt because it looks damn good. You gotta get that drip. So let's do our closing. If so that way we can actually get out of here.
Oh, okay. Well, I do want to add one last thing. I, for one, am different. I have nothing but overwhelming pleasant experiences with VR, save for a couple of headaches here and there. My only thing is the technology is there for us to enjoy. The games are not. When the games are there and the price drops, VR is going to rise. So I'm looking forward to it. My dream is to play a VR version of Mass Effect and just travel the stars and walk around the Citadel in VR. That would be amazing. On that note, though, I'm tired. Let's hit the
Yeah.
sack.
Okay,
Well,
indeed.
I'm fried. I'm fried.
All right. Like I'm still going to stand by what I said before. You got to have a comfortable device, otherwise people are not going to play it. That's the most important thing. If the device is not comfortable to play, then people will not play it, and it's not going to go farther. So, like I said before, Tony, the numbers show it, and they gotta have a better device for people to play this VR. So, I
That's
mean, I
kind of
have
what
my
I
best.
just said, dude.
Well, I mean, you were saying about you was giving more hope with the VR, but they got to show me. You have to show me that I got to get this. I'm not gonna have headaches anymore. I'm not gonna have nausea or all that stuff when I play.
Yeah.
So, like I said, show me a better device and show me that it's more comfortable, and you show me the games that I want to play, and maybe I'll consider trying VR again. But for now, I'm not buying into it right now. So we'll see what the future holds.
Yep. And you both have awesome opinions. And than me, like I said, I'm still on the fence. I haven't made. I still don't want to make the decision. I have not made the decision to actually invest in any of the VR. Although the interest was there, it's just the games and also the comfort just what did not hit for me. And basically,
Exactly.
I always give games and devices two chances to convince me. If after the second chance, if it didn't ride with me, I'm gonna have to hold off. But once they actually fix all those issues and the game actually hits, I'm on it. I'm definitely on it. I want those games, man. Just the games have to be there. And of course, that's the end of our show. Thank you once again. And once again, what I want you guys to do is play the most awesome games that you can. Play the indie games because we love them indies. Those indie games are absolutely fantastic. You guys try them out. And there's a lot of great games out there. Try them all. Try a few. Just don't stick with us. Don't stick with one game. Try them all. All right? Stay awesome, and of course, see you in the next episode of Gaming Trouble. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, players.